Hi, I'm Gauri Pradhan. Subscribe to Siddharth Kannan's YouTube channel now.
One of the most beautiful women in the entertainment business. जी हाँ, Winter Tale at Shimla. कोई कह रहे कम बैक है. She's back on the screen. गौरी प्रधान, कैसी हैं आप?
I'm very well. How are you, Siddharth?
Very good.
Yes.
पर आप मुझे genuinely बताओ, but obvious, बीच में स्क्रीन से गायब क्यों थी आप?
मैं वैसे गायब नहीं थी. It was not like a sabbatical.
हाँ.
बच्चे होने के बाद obviously
Yeah.
5 साल तो I had decided कि मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगी. उसके बाद I did shows in between, but nothing really which would मतलब ऐसा नहीं था कि wow, this is what I want to do. I keep getting calls every day, but I've also become very picky and choosy. और इसी के साथ साथ एक्टिंग के साथ साथ मैं बहुत सारी और चीज़ें भी करती हूँ, तो I really I get tied up and busy otherwise also. तो of course I miss acting, that's my first love, but बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैंडल करती हूँ, तो इसलिए थोड़ा
जो 5 years था of enjoying your children, right? मेरी भी 2 बेटियां हैं, तो I know what enjoying with children means. But obviously हम एक ईरा में रहते हैं where everyone judges you, saying या स्क्रीन पे नहीं आई है, क्या हो गया है, वगैरह वगैरह. कभी भी वो डाउट ऑफ इनसिक्योरिटी नहीं है? कभी भी?
I am not an insecure person at all. तो मुझे तो कभी नहीं हुआ. हितेन has also always been very supportive. मतलब मुझे जो करना था मैंने always अपने मन से किया है. I never asked for anybody's permission. So he's also been always there. Though he really wishes and he really wants me to work because मतलब you know that's how we met, right, on the set. तो वो हमेशा कहते हैं कि you should be seen, you should go out party, you should do this, but I'm happy doing what I do. So
बट वो भी कहाँ पार्टी करते हैं हितेन यार? वो भी तो हाँ.
we like being at home actually.
I know, so why is he giving you the advice of
Yeah,
partying?
seriously, because वो काम पे होते हैं ना, तो मुझे बोलते हैं कि आप घर पे हो तो you can go out.
This movie जो आया अभी, right? It's about childhood love. उसके बाद twists, turns आते हैं, right? देखा जाए, it looks like a very very hard hitting film as well. क्या ऐसे roles आपको emotionally drain out भी करते हैं?
Totally. It's like you said कि it has a take home message. So it's a beautiful. So this is for the first time it happened that somebody called me and I was like, okay, I'll do the film without getting to know about anything else. क्योंकि story इतनी touching थी. It was of course it is a love story per se, but very differently written, very unique. So I really fell in love with the script and I said yes. But like you said, it is emotionally draining to do movies like that.
So when you say emotionally draining, what did you go through? कभी कभार मैंने actors का सुना हुआ है, right? They do some hard roles and they actually take it back home. I've heard actors who actually told me on camera कि यार इस रोल में मेरा anger issue वाला रोल था. मैं घर पे भी आकर
that's very dangerous. I don't think anybody should do that. There should be a cut off. But इतना सेट पे प्रॉब्लम इतनी नहीं हुई क्योंकि हम लोगों ने जाने से पहले 1-1.5-2 महीना वर्कशॉप की थी ऑनलाइन. So we used to meet offline also. हम लोग मिलते थे हमेशा. And we used to have meals together, we used to do workshops, so we knew each other before we actually started shooting, and we had gone through all the scenes many times together. So actually shooting करते हुए इतना draining नहीं था, but it could have been अगर हम लोगों ने तैयारी नहीं की होती तो.
My God, has there been any role in your life जो बहुत tough था आपके लिए? The toughest, जिसने आपको एक्चुअली बोला वाह ये भी मैं कर सकती हूँ, एंड हाउ डिड आई डू इट?
एक्चुअली जैसे कि आपने कहा मुझे रोमांटिक ये होने का टैग लगा है, तो आई थिंक कुटुंब में ही एक सेकंड पार्ट आया था जिसमें आई फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम आई प्लेड नेगेटिव, आउट एंड आउट नेगेटिव. सो वो मुझे नहीं पता था कि मैं कर सकती हूँ, बट आई डिड दैट वेरी अर्ली इन माई एक्टिंग करियर. तो या आई वुड लव टू डू समथिंग लाइक दैट अगेन.
देखा जाए you're like the OGs of the TV world, right? आजकल जो OGs, बड़ा terminology amongst youngsters. So स्मृति ईरानी अब politician है, साक्षी doing roles, Shweta Tiwari. आप सब टच में हो अभी भी?
नहीं, not really. मतलब ऑफ कोर्स स्मृति से बीच बीच में सम मैसेज समथिंग ऑन इंस्टाग्राम ये वो होता रहता है, बट वी आर वेरी हैप्पी टू, मतलब नॉट ओनली स्मृति, आई थिंक वेन एवर वी मीट आवर कंटेम्परेरीज वी आर वेरी हैप्पी टू सी ईच अदर एंड मीट ईच अदर. आई एम श्योर एवरीवन फील्स द सेम.
उस टाइम पे क्या आप लोग दोस्त थे, वो करीबी दोस्त थे? वुड यू हैंग आउट, स्पेंड टाइम विद ईच अदर? ऐसा नहीं
आई एम अ वेरी प्राइवेट पर्सन, तो मैं अपनी बुक लेके बैठ जाती थी एंड देन व्हेन आई वाज कॉल्ड फॉर अ शॉट मैं उठ के चली जाती थी, वापस आके बुक लेके बैठ जाती थी. तो आई डिडंट हैव टू मेनी फ्रेंड्स एनीवे फ्रॉम द इंडस्ट्री.
तो स्मृति से साक्षी हो और श्वेता हो, अगर मैं कहूँ व्हाट इज दैट वन क्वालिटी यू ऑलवेज एडमायर्ड अबाउट देम, वो क्या था?
I think hard work. All of them worked really, really hard, and that's why they're here today. They're still here today, wherever they are, but they're still here, right? Everybody still knows them and sees them somewhere. I also worked really hard when I was shooting, but yeah, I think most important quality is hard work.
एकता कपूर ने आपको बहुत बड़ा ब्रेक दिया, आपका बिग ब्रेक दिया. हमें कहानियां सुनती थी, शी यूज्ड टू बी वेरी टफ टू वर्क विद इन दोज डेज. Obviously now with time people change. Did you also see that side?
I had also heard stories, but she was always nice to me. So I don't know, but I'm sure, yeah, if you're running such a big business, then yeah, I think it's fair. It's fine. Should give it to her.
Even I believe इतना सारा pressure
Yeah,
होता है,
there's so much pressure, stress.
and then people doing
it's
careless
fine.
stupid mistakes and all that stuff
Yeah,
continuously,
so-
right? I know it.
She's also given work to so many people, so
I know.
should see that angle too.
Wow, what a beautiful way of looking. And the fact that वो अभी भी इस मुकाम तक है and she's still around for so many years
True,
proves that
exactly,
as well, right?
exactly.
उन्होंने क्या रोल प्ले किया in evolving Gauri Pradhan the professional and as a person?
Person, I would say a big role actually, because I met Hiten because of her.
Oh, हाँ.
Yeah, so we met on the sets of
Gee,
Kutum. So that's how we met. So I got married to him because of her, in a way, indirectly. And after Noor Jahan, was going on my first holiday with my very close friends, budget trip to the US. So I get a call and they say that I'm calling from Ekta Kapoor's office and she really is keen to take you for this role for a new show called Kutum. I was least interested, because I was modeling then I had started Noor Jahan, I had just finished Noor Jahan, so I said, okay, but I'm going on a holiday. They said, no problem, we'll wait for you to come back. Then I quoted some exorbitant price and they were still okay with it. So I was like, maybe it's meant to be, because, you know, I tried so much, but they're still keen to work with me. And I said, okay, then I'll come back and I'll get in touch. And then they called me and that's how I did Kutum. And so she plays a big role in.
तो देखा जाए, अगर कुछ काम नहीं करना है, इतना कोट करो, इतना करो, या तो नहीं मिलेगी या तो बहुत सारे पैसे मिलेंगे.
That's a wrong advice. Please don't follow that.
क्यों नहीं यार? हाँ, superb. This is going to be my success mantra now also. किसी को कटाना तो ऐसा प्राइस कोट करो, मिल जाए तो यॉट खरीद लो, यार अच्छा घर खरीद लो.
और नहीं मिलेगा तो क्या करेंगे?
वैसे काम नहीं करना था उसमें, है ना कि नहीं? हाँ. जब हितेन बिग बॉस 11 में थे, आप आई उनसे मिलने के लिए वहां पे, और आपने एक बहुत सॉलिड कमेंट कहा था कि हितेन तुम फॉलोअर मत बनो, तुम लीडर बनो. ये आपका कमेंट था. उस वक्त जब आपने ये कहा, डू यू थिंक दैट इज ऑल्सो ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ हितेन एज अ पर्सन इन हिज जर्नी इन लाइफ?
Because he is like that. Not that he's a follower, he doesn't follow anybody, but I thought at the show it came across like that, because he's a very chilled out, calm, peaceful person. Matlab, sometimes I feel like shaking him up ki say something or do something. You know, you can't be so chilled out about everything. And I'm the opposite. So
नहीं पर आप ऑपोजिट हो, यानी आप हाइपर हो.
I was really
आप
hyper.
हाइपर थी.
Yeah, but now I've calmed down a lot. But I was really hyper, and I'm super active. He's also active, but and I cannot just sit around and wait for things to happen. You know, I might as well take everything in my hand.
Sounding a lot like me, यार, मैं भी ऐसे ही हूँ. I take everything in my hand.
Yeah.
कर देंगे हम.
Like I don't have the patience to wait for things to happen. So anyway, so he is the opposite. So chilled out, calm, doesn't get bothered or angry by things or people fighting or arguments. Very cool. But it should not be always like that, right? So that's the reason I had to put it in such a way that it doesn't come across as a negative advice or a comment, but something which he picks up and follows. So
दो लोग, एक जो इंट्रोवर्ट है जो आप हैं और एक एक्सट्रोवर्ट, आप अपने रिलेशनशिप को वर्कआउट कैसे
I
करते
think
हैं?
it totally we balance each other out. It's very important. We are like opposites attract, complete opposites. But I think that works for us.
देखा जाता है तो बहुत कपल्स की कहानी सुनते हैं, इनिशियली द रिलेशनशिप इज वेरी रोजी, फिर कुछ हो जाता है गड़बड़ी, एंड देन दे अगेन मेक इट सॉलिड. हैव यू आल्सो गॉन थ्रू अ रोलर कोस्टर?
Touchwood, not really. Like I said, opposites attract. So I think we manage it pretty well.
और एज पीपल कैसे इवॉल्व हुए हो आप लोग ओवर द इयर्स? यू बीन मैरिड फैमिली 20 इयर्स?
19 years.
माय गॉड, माने ये करना पड़ेगा. हाँ, आशीर्वाद लेना पड़ेगा कपल एडवाइजर्स के लिए. तो
नहीं.
कैसे इवॉल्व हुए एज पीपल आप और वो?
I think he's become more organized. I am, my kids say I have OCD. So I do to
Yeah.
an extent. So I've not given it to him, but that, I've made him a little more organized. And I have calmed down a lot because of him, because he's so calm and peaceful. Like I said, I used to be very hyper, but that's gone now.
जब आप हाइपर होती थी एंड यू वर वर्किंग इन अ टेलीविजन इंडस्ट्री जहां पे थिंक केओटिक था, सुनने में आया कि स्क्रिप्ट्स ऑन द स्पॉट दिए जाते थे, ऑन द स्पॉट चीजें हो रही हैं, कैरेक्टर्स ऑन द स्पॉट डेवलप हो रहे हैं, तो वो केओस होता है. एंड समवन हु इज हाइपर, समवन हु वांट्स थिंग्स इन अ सर्टेन वे, ओसीडी जिनके पास है, that would have been tough on you, no?
It was initially very tough, but then when you're doing it day in and day out, every single day you're shooting, sometimes even nights, so you just get used to it. And then I would sit with my book. So I'm at peace, but at the same time, when I have nothing to do, I'm hyper. Like I cannot be just sitting around doing nothing. That's my biggest problem. I need to do something creative all the time.
In fact, I don't know whether you know this, Radhika Madan ने एक इंटरव्यू में कहा था कि she was talking and she said, hey, on the spot scripts आती है टेलीविजन इंडस्ट्री में, on the spot कैरेक्टर्स डेवलप करते हैं, डायरेक्टर से पूछो क्या होगा नेक्स्ट, होता है डोंट वरी, हम लोग स्क्रिप्ट गर्मा गर्म आया हम और गर्म कर देंगे स्क्रिप्ट को, टाइप्स, नॉट कोट अनकोट बट समथिंग लाइक दिस. तो एक अप्रोर हुआ था टेलीविजन पर्सनालिटीज में. दे सेड, हे, अगर स्क्रिप्ट्स ऑन द स्पॉट आती हैं, दैट आल्सो शोज दैट टीवी एक्टर्स कैन डू एनीथिंग, राइट?
That's true. That's 100% true. I totally believe in it, because when you do a television show, even if you do one show for a long time and then you do a movie, it's like cakewalk. It's like you're on a holiday. You know, it's so easy, so breezy. There's no issue. It's very different from what I have been doing, or though this was a first time production, as in he did it for the first time. So it wasn't that huge or lavish or anything, but still, compared to television, it's,
जब आप डेली 25-30 दिन, आप 30 दिन भी शूट किए होंगे ना महीने में?
yeah, those days, yes.
कभी ड्रेन आउट हुआ था, कभी थकावट हुई,
Oh
कभी
yeah,
ब्रेकडाउन
yeah,
हुआ?
and fights every day with the scheduler, and then that was very common on those days.
नहीं, but
मैं
कभी
कल
break-
नहीं आ रही हूँ, मैं निकल के मैं जा रही हूँ. And I was very so basically I was very known for coming on time and leaving on time. So in Kutum I used to wear a wig, okay, because I had to have long hair in that. So at 5 to 9 everybody would start looking at each other, because at 9 o'clock I would just take off the wig, give it and leave in the middle of the shot also. Because if I've come on time, I earn the right to leave on time. So
And
I was
actually, deep
known
down,
for-
that's being respectful to people around you. Okay. But that time hota hai because you are being righteous on your part, right?
exactly, and that's all you're doing. You're only shooting. You're not doing not that I'm complaining, but there is no social life. There's no family life. There is no me time. There is nothing. That's all you're doing. You go home, you eat, you sleep, and you come back the next morning. So it's tough.
Breakdown कभी नहीं हुआ?
नहीं,
बहुत से लोग बोलते हैं
I'm
यार-
very strong-headed also. So नहीं, I'm always prepared for such situations.
पर एक था पॉइंट जब आपने कहा मैं छोड़ के जा रही हूँ.
हाँ वो तो रोज ही होता था, मैं जा रही हूँ, कुछ जो करना है कर लो, obviously you have to come back the next day, but
then people would have thought you were difficult to work with क्योंकि जब आप
oh yeah, of course I was
हाँ.
known for that.
Yeah, you
A
were.
big snob, snooty, very difficult to work. I was known for that till they actually worked with me.
पर वो क्लैरिफाई करना चाहती थी आप, कभी नहीं किया आपने.
I was
घंटा फिलॉसफी. इतने सारे शोज आजकल से 1 महीने में बंद हो जाते हैं. जब आप करती थी और आपके पेयर्स करते थे, लाइक ऐसे स्मृति, साक्षी, श्वेता, तो शोज यूज्ड टू गो ऑन एंड ऑन.
yeah, 8 years, 10 years, 12
अब
years.
ऐसा क्यों हो गया?
They need to get us back.
Knock
We are
it
not
off.
there.
Huh?
We are not there. That's why this is
I
happening.
agree. I believe, don't get me wrong, and I don't want to say this, but होता है यार, sometimes I meet TV actors and I don't know what they're doing. And with y'all at that time, you just knew it. Everybody knew what y'all were up to. I think the TV stars वाला phase खत्म हो गया है ना?
Yeah, because stars are supposed to be few, like, right? Yeah, now everybody wants to be a star. They're kids, young kids, 16-year-olds who are leaving their education, coming from some small town, and like hundreds of them coming. So everybody wants to become a star. So there are so many of them that it's difficult to leave your mark. So that's why I think it's not sustainable.
And also, do you feel कि content थोड़ा हिल गया है?
Content, I think we were more progressive that time than we are right now. Though I don't end up watching much television, but nothing really interesting happening, I suppose. Otherwise, people talk about it, right?
नहीं, पर आप कह रहे हो genuinely कि आपका TV content वो more progressive than this time's content.
I'm not talking about OTT. I'm talking about television.
हाँ?
OTT, of course, but television, I don't think so. I think it was much better that time.
Yeah, because उस टाइम पे भी शायद वो नहीं होता था कि regressive है television, वो सब नहीं आता
नहीं
था.
आता था. I don't think so. Of course, it's not always going to be progressive, but it was much better and it was better content, I feel.
Yeah. Wow. So now we are all getting life lessons here. कि TV show चलाने के लिए ज़्यादा ये करना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए. Will I ever see you in Big Boss?
No.
क्यों?
Because I am not made for Big Boss.
पति ने कर लिया तो कर लिया.
Yeah, he is perfect Big Boss material, but not me.
Yeah.
They've been asking me, but I'm not really. I think about it also, but I'm not prepared.
Sit के कंगार. Let's do this. What comes to your mind when I say Ronit Roy?
Amitabh Bachchan of small screen.
Were you all close at that time also as friends?
Not very close, but he is that, so you can't deny that.
True. Indranil Sengupta.
Wonderful co-star.
वो भी introvert है आपकी तरह मैंने सुना है.
Yeah, but that's why we get along, because we both are like that, na?
But how do you get along? You're introvert, he's introvert, तो बातें कैसे होती
But
है?
we like to, he reads a lot, I read a lot, so we like to talk about things. I made him start my yoga classes, so we get along. But I can't be with people who talk a lot for a long time anyway. So it suits me fine that he doesn't talk a lot. By the way, my husband also talks a lot.
So what do you do? Room के बाहर भेज देती है. Okay, 10 मिनट बात कर लिया.
Him, I don't have a choice now. I'm used to it. So we don't turn our television on because he's there to entertain.
Karishma Tanna.
Tall, really tall.
You all were probably the tallest at that time, no?
She's really tall, I think.
You're as tall as I think, no?
She should be a little taller than me.
One rumor of yours जो आप पढ़ी और अपने वाले कहाँ से निकला?
Oh God, I don't know. There's so many of them. That I've done plastic surgery.
On your face?
Yeah.
और ये recent है कि उस समय आया?
I think sometime back.
But उस time जब आया था इतनी सारी stories of plastic surgeries बाहर नहीं आती थी. Did that disturb you at that time?
Not really. I don't take these things very seriously. Doesn't bother me.
Wow. Because अब तो सुनने में आता है. But I feel it's fine, yeah. जिसने किया plastic surgery करे, जिसको नहीं करना है नहीं
So
करे.
I teach face yoga now, okay, online. So I get lot of times I get comments on Instagram saying that ये तो surgery का कमाल है.
Yeah?
So it's okay. I can't pay attention to all these things.
My God. But I like the way you handle all this. Do you feel your kids are also inclined to acting?
I hope not. I've really tried to keep them away from all this.
क्यों बाबा
So my
hope not
son-
mean क्यों?
My son, some few years back, was inclined, and he's a very good-looking boy. So whoever sees him like, "ये तो actor बनेगा," in front of him they say that. I'm like, can you just say it later to me, not in front of him? Because I kind of think that it goes to their head, you know. So there's no need right now. They're studying because they're brilliant in studies in extracurricular. So I want them to continue with that for now. Right now he wants to be a cosmetologist. So let him stick to that at least.
But deep down, mama कह रही है future में भी जब बड़े हो जाए, you don't want them to be actors.
I mean, they want to be, then I can't do anything.
Yeah,
but
this
right now it's
generation
too
can't say
early.
a thing.
Yeah, I can't say anything. So it's fine.